Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. Here we go with another live unboxing on YouTube. Thank you for joining me. I have my Amazon Kindle Paperwhite right here, still in the package. This was sponsored by go.tagjag.com/online backup. The link is in the video description, as well as a link to where you can get your own Paperwhite on Amazon, and I would get the referral credit for that as well. Go.tagjag.com/online backup. If you go to that link, you can find out more about the service. Unlimited data backup for an entire year for just $2.98 a month. That's a rate I negotiated for you, as well as a 1 gigabyte bonus. I tweeted the link out to this live video, which is being recorded live onto YouTube. Unfortunately, at a super low resolution, I can't do much to change that at this point. But hopefully you also received the notification to the free Lockernome app for both Android and iOS. And, looks like Ben Moore 98 is today's top engager. We send out push notifications to those of you using this app. If you're not getting the notifications, hopefully that bug will be patched in a future version. You may have to uninstall, reinstall. We are working on the process with Mobile Roadie, the platform that makes that possible. So let's go ahead and unbox this. I got to tell you, after doing the live unboxing of the Kindle HD or the Kindle Fire HD, both versions of it, the classic 7-inch, can I call it a classic now? And then, of course, the larger screen version. They're on the other side of the room at this point in time. I will be doing future videos with those as well, including reviews forthcoming. I got to use them more frequently. So it looks like everybody's commenting live on YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please like this video, share this video, and make sure you're subscribed to this channel. Well, you don't have to make sure. I would just appreciate it if you did. Now, so that we don't annoy the people who weren't able to tune in live, I'm going to go ahead and unbox this. See, you never really know what you're going to get with a Lockernome live video, but hopefully you're able to tune in. Here we go. That's it. Let me pop it up there. Oh, guess I opened it upside down that time. I did that the last time, too. So there we go. We have the Kindle Paperwhite, and wow. It's like this thing doesn't even exist. It is so lightweight. Now, I opted to get this without any kind of AC adapter, since I have plenty of USB cables lying around. This one, though, it's kind of weird. What are they, taking a page out of Apple's book? A white cable and a black Kindle Paperwhite. Wow, this is extremely lightweight. This is an e-ink display, which, of course, is optimized for legibility. You're only going to get this if you enjoy reading, and that is the value of buying into Amazon's Kindle ecosystem. So many ebooks are available to view on the Kindle product, as well as the ability to loan ebooks back and forth and have access to a library of books that you can essentially get without paying anything. Assuming you are, of course, a Amazon Prime member, and I pay, what, $80 a year? And that pays for itself, more than pays for itself, every single year, because Prime membership gets you access to videos, ebooks, other bonuses that Apple has, or, my bad, Amazon has. Let me slow down just a bit. And I think that's something that is to be said. It's not just the hardware that you're buying into, it's also the service. So hopefully, if you are a Prime member, you would have the knowledge that you have access to bonuses. Amazon Prime. Although I have to say that Amazon also has software available for iOS, so Apple is kind of accurate-ish. In fact, just the other day, they released the Instant Video app for the iPhone, which is kind of nice. So, let's see. That plastic's really stuck. All right, not a biggie. Let's get that off. The interesting thing about the e-ink display is that, it is really optimized for not just legibility, but also battery life. So on a charge, this thing could probably last about 8 weeks, with regular or average usage, I would imagine. So, let's go ahead and give her a shot now that we've unboxed it. There's really not much to see in the box. It's pretty plain and simple. I'm going to give you now the initial impressions. I love this soft touch exterior. It is nice to hold in the hand. Very, very soft all around. Curved edges, nothing sharp about this. They do have the word Kindle just kind of bam right there, so you're not going to forget what it is that you're using. Kindle. And they have it, softly inscribed on the back. Kindle. So I don't know why they did it there. It's kind of odd. All right, let's go ahead and turn it on. And I believe they point out right there on the screen where the power button is. I'm just going to go ahead and tap that. You'd like to tap that. What? Okay, I'm going to tap and hold. There we go. Kindle. Now, this one should be registered to my Amazon address, which is nice, having everything tied into Amazon's ecosystem. I'm a huge Amazon fan, absolutely. I have not had a Kindle, or at least a new Kindle, for a few generations. I'm not a voracious ebook reader. I love reading web text and, of course, digesting stuff from social media. I'm not necessarily the target market for this particular product, but it is nice. Love that screen. God, it's just so beautiful. I mean, for a monochromatic screen, and there are color versions of e-ink screens allegedly coming down the pike. Let's go ahead and select English. Are we sure? Yes. That's the only thing I don't like about e-ink, by the way, when it flashes to change pages. To me, it's a little jarring. It's getting better. I guess transitions have improved, not to mention that the way they handle the Paperwhite compared to old displays. You could use this screen in the dark, like say you're reading it in bed, and you should not have any kind of fatigue with your eyes or any kind of strain. You could also read it in direct sunlight. They are basically shooting the light through the glass in such a way that it's not backlit, so it's not going to introduce strain that you might receive from other illuminated readers. This one can hold up to 1,100 books on the device. There is the 3G option or the non-3G option with or without special offers, although the special offers they have to push down the pike aren't that bad. If you, again, like living in the world of Amazon, and I certainly do. Let's see here. I'm just wanting to go a little deeper here to let you know that the brightness is adjustable, although I can't really adjust it that I can see in hardware. You really only have one option on the bottom there. Or two if you count the port, and then of course you have the that may very well be the microphone. I don't know. I would have to look. Give me a second. I've got to dive into this thing. Like, this is the first time I'm holding on to it, so give me a second. Yep, I believe. No, I don't know, what would that be. Anybody got an idea what that slot is? See, I'm really viewing this for the first time, experiencing it for the first time, like many of you. First ever, and I'm just talking about there's a little tick down there. High contrast, high resolution, built-in light, 8 weeks battery life, even when with the light on. Get started. Wi-Fi, I can connect it to Wi-Fi if I wanted to. Connect to Wi-Fi, and now I give it the password. Wow. Okay, it's working better than I've seen earlier Kindle experiences work. You still have the e-ink flashing, but it's moving rather fast. The keyboard, even though it's a screen keyboard, was quite responsive. Let's use an existing Amazon account. Oh, it apparently did not have. Oh, it did. I was gonna say it did have everything, already set for my Kindle experience, so I didn't have to input credentials. I could connect it to Facebook, Twitter. I'm not going to do that right now. Go ahead and tap next. All your books are archived for free in the cloud. Tap on cloud to see your full library. Tap on device to see items you've downloaded to your Kindle. Nice instructions there. Trying to tap to move forward. Swipe. No. There we go. Tap to open a book. Okay, I can't really tell if it's responding or waiting for my input there. Easy reach tap zones let you read one-handed with either hand. Tap anywhere in this page area to go to the next page. Now let's go back a page. Now let's check out your Kindle toolbar. Tap this area to display the toolbar. The toolbar has options for navigating Kindle and enhancing reading experience. Tap to open the font options. Guess it has more fonts than before too. Nice. Baskerville, Cecilia Condensed, Futura, Helvetica, and Palatino. I'll stick with the default. Oh, you can also tweak line spacing too. Tap X-ray to see the bones of your book. This is actually a really neat feature that they even brought over to that video app I was just mentioning on iOS, where you can get behind the scenes or really learn more about the information on the page, like actors who might be in a video or now specifically in a book. This could be very helpful. So it's showing an example of what would likely be from the Lord of the Rings series. You could jump back and forth between name mentions. X-ray shows the most significant people and terms in your book. Fantastic. It is really neat how they do that. And that's another value, Amazon has in its entire, it's not just an ebook, it's the experience around the ebook. And I know some people are concerned that I always bring up the word experience, but it's more than just a piece of hardware. It's also the hardware in conjunction with the software in conjunction with what's going to be running on this platform. If you don't know what a word means, it's easy to find out. Press hold and release a word for more options. And then tap to close. I love that. I could have used that in the 8th grade when I was reading Death Be Not Proud. It was horrible. Press hold and drag to create a highlight for yourself or to share a passage with your friends. Tap to create a highlight. Next. Okay, it takes maybe, I don't know exactly, like a second or so between the time that you tap and the time that the screen responds. I'm kind of getting used to the pacing of it. Kindle's advanced power management allows you to leave the light on at all times while preserving long battery life. Sweet. The shopping cart takes you to the Kindle store, books, magazines, and newspapers. Amazon Prime members can choose, this is what I was just saying earlier, from over 100,000 titles to borrow for free from the Kindle Owner's Lending Library, identified with a Prime badge. And if you're not a Prime member, Amazon's not paying me for this. Again, I got this sponsored by go.tagjag.com/online backup. But Prime, to me, pays for itself just in the shipping that you can save. Free 2-day shipping for a lot of stuff that you could buy on Amazon. I swear, it pays for itself every year. The books that you can lend, just a bonus for those of you who love to read. The videos you can watch through Prime, again, a bonus. Hope you enjoy the new Kindle. Tap home to start enjoying it. I will. Here we go. Diving into seeing what books I have. I get a lot of free books from Amazon. I did tap home, and I think it flashed. There we go. So I want to swipe to go back and forth. All right, it'll let me do that. They're the full works of Sherlock Holmes, which at least was available for everybody to get for free the other day on Amazon. Yeah, there we go. Very nice transition. Cleaner than I've seen before. Very, very nice, very smooth. Fast, or at least fast enough. Wow. Okay. X-ray. This is Sherlock Holmes here. Just the introduction. Look how many pages Sherlock Holmes is mentioned on. And of course, Dr. Watson. Kensington, not so much. Sorry, Kensington. You can jump also by chapter. Oh, look, you can scroll easily. This is really nice. It's a great screen. I can even view it from this angle too. So I'm holding it as flat as I possibly can for you to see. But it's extremely viewable at a variety of angles, even at this wide angle, without. I guess I shouldn't have double tapped there. Don't want to highlight. I was just wanting to pull up a definition here. Cumberbatch. Apparently there is no definition for Cumberbatch, which is good because it's a name. Edinburgh. The capital of Scotland. Show full definition. More. See, even if I hold it at an angle so that I can see it, you can still see it too. This is the, no doubt, best, most responsive Kindle that I've touched, at least as far as the ebook version, the full-on ebook version of the Kindle, the Paperwhite series now. This is certainly the best one that I've held. And if you like reading, and that's what you do, you're not looking for a device that'll do video or audio or anything like that, I just don't think you can go wrong with a Kindle. Not just because of the hardware, which, coming in at under $200 for the 3G version, you just can't. How can you go wrong? So many books to get. If you're a Prime member, you can lend even more from, or borrow even more. You can lend your books out. And then, of course, just the amazing selection that you have. Plus, top-notch hardware, fantastic screen for legibility. It was easy to reg, too. You saw it. I jumped right into it. That wasn't a problem. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and shoot them out. I've pretty much covered everything that I've wanted to cover. I've got my unboxing juice here. Let's see here. Oh, there's the brightness settings. Let's crank it up. Use a low setting for dark rooms. Brightly lit rooms use a high setting. Let's go home again. Jiggity jig. My items. I have a few. I guess I don't have any periodicals, docs, or active content. I don't know what that is. Man, that's relatively new. Recent purchases. So I'm scrolling through everything that I have. I have a few. Quite a few, as a matter of fact. Some of the Kindle books that I've borrowed are not optimized specifically for this screen, though. I'd really like to see some comics on here, and I guess Amazon is starting to produce comics specifically for kids, or at least that's the way they explain it here on their. Give me a second here, and I'm looking it up. Sports children books and comics. Yeah, so I guess I could read a comic book panel by panel. This would be a fun screen to view comics on. I mean, there's something to be said about not having color. You know, you can use your imagination. I grew up with black and white televisions, though, so I don't need color to have fun. Let's see here. You can, of course, search, too, through your items or, assumedly, the store. If I go to the cloud here. Yeah. Oh, there's the Evernote Bible. I downloaded that the other day for the demonstration of the Kindle Fire HD. Homemade Christmas gifts. Oh, I guess I'm downloading 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Didn't mean to there, but I'm going to do it anyway. Mistap, misswipe, but it was a happy one. I didn't buy anything on accident. That would be bad. I get pretty much. I don't get everything from Amazon, but yeah. See, this is I viewed these images on the Kindle Fire HD. That's just so sharp. No color, but wow. Not optimized for the screen, but that's beautiful. It's so clear. The image is so clear, even in the shades of gray. It's just, I appreciate that. What I was going to tell you was I get a lot of stuff from Amazon with go.tagjag.com/free apps. If you visit that link on your iPhone or iPad or iPod Touch, you can generate enough points to get Amazon gift cards, and that's how I am able to get a lot of the stuff for or through Amazon, whether it's ebooks or anything I could get on Amazon, really. Let's go ahead and go home. Yeah, I would really like to see, and I don't have one on hand, a comic that's optimized for the screen. I would buy that right now if anybody's got a recommendation. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and search real quick here. Kindle store. Any good comics? I used to love Disney comics. Disney. Do you guys remember the Phantom Blot? Oops. Yeah, that's a great keyboard. Really, for software, it's a really good keyboard. Is there a web browser? Let's see here. Hang on, I'm just looking for comics here. I have things that I can download. Epic Mickey? No, I don't know if that would be it. No, I'm not really seeing an easy way of finding those comics there. Let's see here. Shop Kindle Store, list view, create. There is an experimental browser. So what site should I visit with this experimental browser? These are probably not going to be amazing experiences. We can Google from here. That's good enough, right? If we can get to Google. It's a wonky layout. Yeah, there's still some degree of ghosting going on with that e-ink display. That's kind of disappointing. Let's just do a search for Disney. Oops. Dine Around Seattle. Sure. Okay, dictionary, whatever. I just wanted to pull up some results here. Thesaurus.com, or we can go to whatever the second site is. It's really difficult to know when the tap is registered and when you have to retap. Yeah, it's just pulling up the mobile optimized versions for websites here. I'm going to tap the address bar. Remember, this is experimental as opposed to mental. Let me go ahead and pull up my Twitter account and see how that looks. Twitter.com/ oops, not XC. Chris. Pirrill. Oops, not Pergillo. I got a J. Weird. Oh, it has an autocomplete list for the keyboard too down there at the bottom. I don't know if you guys are able to see that there. Pirrillo. I think that would be it. Hit enter. It's probably going, oh, there's a problem loading the page. Okay, let's try it again. There's still a problem loading the page. Guess it didn't like that. Yeah, I spelled it right. Twitter. Oh, sorry, Twiter. Not exactly what I wanted to do. Let's see if I can move that cursor back. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to Google Chris Pirillo Twitter. Chris. I wanted to see what it looked like, but I'm wasting time at this point. So there you go. I'm going to go ahead and close her out. Really wanted to give you initial impressions, try to address some of the questions that we have for you. Compare it next to a real book. I don't know if I've got a comparison for that. I don't really have a real book. How sad is that? I'd much rather read something on a screen like this or just a device like this rather than a traditional book, if only for the search features or the indexability, being able to find information at a moment's notice. I appreciate that kind of experience in books. I wish I had this when I was going to school, no doubt. But very comfortable in the hand. I'm feeling just a little bit of strain, certainly not as much as I would have felt elsewhere. Comfortable to hold on to from down here with the bezel. So I could probably get used to it this way, or certainly be able to swap back and forth between positions of holding it. Does the screen smudge? Not at all. I mean, I can't see a single smudge on that screen right now. I do like the screen. Someone's asking about comparing this to other devices. It really has no comparison other than to other e-ink devices. I can't effectively compare it even to the other Kindles because they're really for two different experiences. That's something to keep in mind. So again, thanks to you for showing up, tuning in, liking, sharing, subscribing to this channel. Thank you to go.tagjag.com/online backup for sponsoring this. This was not a full-on review of the Kindle Paperwhite. That will be forthcoming in this channel. Stay tuned for that. But it was just kind of a hands-on first experiences, unboxing, walkthrough. That's as much as I could possibly do live on YouTube. And someone's asking if I truly get my money's worth. To me, if I was an ebook reader and an Amazon just an Amazon Prime member, yes. This is feature-packed. It feels like a solid piece of hardware. The experience is certainly improved from previous generation Kindles that I have in terms of what I would be looking for from an ebook reader. Amazon's getting better and better and better. So my initial response to that is absolutely, no doubt. This is a good product. I haven't found anything that would have jumped out at me and says, oh, this is horrible, don't spend the money. I mean, you get what you get. It's an ebook reader. Wish I had this when I was a kid. Do you guys wish you had one now? All right. Well, thanks again for tuning in. I really appreciate the support that you guys give us, and we'll see you later.